The X-Max and Snap-on body? I don't know, some other guys. I don't know if he's out. I don't think he's out here. You're not gonna hit the ramp?
No. That's what I'm saying. I got a bunch of other ones to hit. Not this one. This one's just for fun. And when the sun starts to go down, I'll pull it out. Tomato truck, different truck. Guy.
Is that your table over there with the
The
case?
black one, yeah.
I'll check that out. All right, Traxxas Custom Forms, we're back again, and I'm meeting with this gentleman out here. We're at the event today, and a few of you guys wanted to request or wanted to see the build of the Traxxas / extended chassis. So here we go. So that's what it looks like. I think they wanted to see the build of the
build.
Yeah, the build of.
Okay.
They want to know, what did you do to extend this chassis?
Actually, I started off with getting some aluminum plates. I needed to extend the chassis just about 4 inches to match up with the fender wheels on this Fast and Furious Toyota Supra body.
Okay.
Then I took a second slash that I had laying around,
right,
and I cut that piece out of it, and it was just enough to fill in the gap that I made from the front 2 pieces.
Okay, so some of this is your original slash.
This from here is original slash.
Okay.
And believe it or not, this hole here and this hole here, that's part of the original chassis. These parts here is basically the same distance that I cut out of the other chassis to fill in the gap here.
I see. So this is the original chassis.
This is original.
All this is original?
Original.
So you basically took a piece, you cut this in half, I guess.
Yeah.
And then you added about 5 inches or so?
A little over 4 inches.
A little over 4 inches to extend it.
Yeah. And those are the plates, and the frame doesn't twist.
And then you just took some metal, and then you just kind of extended it right there.
Yeah, I got the thickest aluminum I could find, so it doesn't weigh much.
Right.
And then the nice thing is because the section that I cut out, I was able to relocate the electronics right in the middle, because where this mounts is where these holes are.
Okay.
It's just the same part of the chassis, and then I just had to extend my wires. I got all new wires to extend it.
All right.
And then I just had to use I put some Pro Lines shocks in the front, some big bores in the rear, and just had to use some more RPM parts to kind of strengthen everything up.
Now, just to let you guys know, he's already selling this for about $450. Supposed to meet up with somebody tonight, but if he doesn't have any offers or whatever, then he's going to move on. So, and this was pretty much hard to come by. Somebody gave him this. I don't know who bought it. I don't know where it's from.
A guy had it for about 12 years, and it sat in his garage he said it was sitting there for 10, and he walked over and asked if I wanted it, so I gave him $10.
You know what? I think maybe he got this off of, remember those Toys R Us cars?
It came with the chassis. It came with the full chassis and a remote, but it didn't work.
Which car was it?
I think he ordered it from like Toys R Us, and it's a 1/6 scale.
Yeah, it's a 6 scale. So what I'm thinking is, because of the way it looks, this was probably one of those Toys R Us cars, or maybe even a Walmart car. Yeah. And they just took the body off of it. I don't know if you guys remember those big RCs they used to sell.
Yeah.
And he took it off, and then he just customized it with lights and everything.
And the wheels that it came on was the same wheels that were on the movie.
Right.
You know, they built it as scale as it could, but it went about like 10 miles an hour.
Yeah, so that sounds about right.
I had a couple of these 2-wheel drive slashes sitting around that I wasn't using, and figured we'd make this project.
Yeah, so I want you guys to look there. See, that's where he cut. So this is like a slash and a half almost.
Kind of, yeah.
In the middle, he cut off the middle right here. That's about 5 inches across. You guys can see here from another slash, and extended it. So this back here and this up here is the original slash, and then this right here is from another slash. You just kind of put that in there and then just braced it all together. So that's pretty ingenious to extend it. So let me ask you, what difference do you see as far as it runs since it's extended?
I can turn just as tight. I thought it might act more like a limo, more or less.
Right.
It still turns just as tight. I drive around. You really don't notice any difference. If you didn't have the body on it, you wouldn't notice any difference.
True.
But the body is heavy, and you can notice it'll do a little more. You got a little more chassis lean.
Okay.
But it's the same.
See, when you first told me this was a Traxxas slash extended, I was thinking, well, maybe Traxxas or somebody else sells an extended chassis for it.
It would have been easier. But
two-sided tables right now.
Oh, cool.
yeah, but now is my son saw the body and he asked me if we could figure out a way to put it on our RC truck, and that's how most of our builds start.
All right, so guys, if you guys are looking for additional bodies, obviously Toys R Us isn't around anymore, but Walmart, those RC cars that usually sell that are crap, I guess yank the body off of it some kind of way and then just mod it. So then there you go. I will admit, when they were selling those cars at Toys R Us and Walmart, they do have some nice bodies on the monster trucks and stuff.
I wish I would have bought a lot of those back in the day.
So if you guys have any questions, let me know now while I'm standing here. I don't see any comments. I think his name was Nelson. Hope this answers your questions. I'm glad to be of service for you guys. I will be posting the full video on my YouTube, Diekin, Kiodiekin. I'm not sure if I'll edit or cut it or just shoot it raw, just to put it up there. Sometimes I like to get creative, but sometimes when you do that, you maybe miss out on some of the information that goes along with it. So, any questions so far, guys? I don't see any comments. Any questions, concerns? Yeah, Toys R Us is coming back, Craig. Yep. So, all right, hope this answered you guys' questions, and hope you guys have a good Saturday evening. There you go. Right there is the modification. Those lines and dent right there. It runs pretty nice. One of my friends actually realized it was a slash. I thought it was something else, like a 6th scale or 5th scale on-road HPI car or something like that. Oh, that's the question. So as far as the ooh, that's bad. That was ugly. As far as the this isn't 4-wheel drive, is it?
No, it's a 2-wheel drive.
This is 2-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I was wondering, because I know that 4-wheel drive has a diff and everything right there in the middle.
Yeah.
So that would be issue.
It would. I don't think because I was thinking about doing it to one of our 4-wheel drives because we have enough of them, but it just would have been too much work, and it seemed like to be a lot easier to do this, and it tracks straight. I got it plumbed nice and square. It just goes down nice, really good.
Yeah, so this is a 2-wheel drive and not the 4-wheel drive.
With the lower center.
Yeah, if you imagine if this was a 4-wheel drive, you would have that in the middle. So
we can compare the two.
And then this is the 4-wheel drive?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the 4-wheel drive. So
yeah.
So there, obviously we don't have that in the middle.
Yeah.
So that would have been a pain in the butt.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, you tried it?
No.
Oh.
No, I was first thinking about it, but
because you would have had to extend this.
It would have been a lot of work, and since this was going to be more of basically just a street car, it just seemed to be, it just worked better. And I had a couple of these extra 2-wheel drives.
Right.
Kind of use what you got. The only thing I bought for this entire build were these 2 brackets here. Everything I had, and that's why I built it the way I did.
Right. Okay.
So. And I was going to have it set up with magnetic body posts, and I ordered them.
Someone said slash 4x4 and use an X-Max Center drive shaft.
Yeah, but I still like jumping my 4-wheel drive, so it just seemed, I used what I had sitting on a shelf. Right. That was kind of the main reason.
Cool.
I would have loved to put different rims and tires, something that had more of an import look.
Right.
But then it was either, drop another 80 bucks on rims and tires, which this is, this was just a budget build, and I just tried to do what I had.
Yeah, because it's about the same size now as the X01.
And then I figured everything always looks a little cooler with some LEDs.
I know me personally, I like to go to AutoZone or Pep Boys and just get those already pre-made packs that have batteries on them and kind of mess around that way. So
yeah, a lot of these lights I just ordered out of Amazon, and
ooh, that didn't sound too nice.
Yeah.
Just in case you guys were wondering, they're racing over here and somebody just crashed into something. I think they just hit a curb.
I'm actually glad I'm not racing.
Yeah. Yeah, they're doing some drag racing out here. All right, cool. Well, if you guys have any questions, hit me up. There you go. Looks like L-shaped brackets on each side. And where'd you get those? Like
Home Depot.
Home Depot.
Yeah, they're aluminum, so
Aluminum L-shaped brackets.
I got as thick as I could find, but also they don't weigh next to nothing. So I was trying to make sure I could keep the weight down, and you don't even notice the weight.
And that's where he cut. It's about 5 inches from the back, or maybe 6 if you go all the way in the back there. So about 5 or 6 inches from the back, and about 2 inches or so from the front.
Yeah. Basically, why I decided to cut where I did was because on your normal chassis, you've got right here. This is where the little side posts go. Where the side posts go. You have your hole here and your hole here.
Right.
That's where I decided to cut. I cut it right in front of the hole, this is the original hole. So this hole and this hole is actually where your little side guard goes.
Okay.
That's why, and I thought I could do a clean cut, and that's mainly really the reason why I decided to go there. I thought it would look the best, and then I was also trying to utilize to be able to relocate the electronics in the center of the chassis instead of a little farther back where they go.
Okay.
And I looked for videos online. I didn't really see much, so I was just kind of I wasn't sure if it was going to work.
Yeah, you don't see people really modding too much.
Yeah.
It's like everybody's they see a little something from somebody else, they do that and they play it safe, but you don't see a full all-out customization where you just gotta make it for yourself.
Yeah, and a lot of these ideas are from my son. We like a little odd things, which you can kind of tell by some of the other
Yeah,
builds.
this is some of his other stuff he has over here. All right, cool guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope it answered your questions. I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of the races tonight. All right, thanks, man. I appreciate it.